Alright guys, this is Divine Raptor here, and today I'm going to be doing a post commentary on an Archer gameplay that I had. I didn't win this game, spoiler, and it was interesting, so I figured that I wanted to put this out there. So I couldn't find the swamp, and I saw one of my friends was in here, so I asked him for the swamp, and he gave me the coordinates. F3, so I run out here, I'm getting some shrooms. It's a bit later into invincibility, so I'm trying to get out as far as I can, as fast as I can, into this swamp before people from spawn, who are just Boxer, which is a free kit, just gonna come and kill me. So I'm trying to get mushrooms too, and I figured I had enough mushrooms there, so I'm cutting down a tree, trying to get some logs, and, you know, get my 6 logs there, and I see my friend, I'm like, oh my god, and yep, get a wood sword, because I didn't have enough time to get a stone sword before invincibility ended. Got my bow, because I'm the archer kit. And I'm like, fine, we'll team. But, so, I'm just running around getting mushrooms, because I wanted to get some for later on, and, you know, just helpful stuff. And so, I'm just going throughout the swamp, getting more mushrooms. Not very exciting game so far. But, so I'm getting a bunch of mushrooms. Tons, and so I'm just kind of gonna go back to my friend Julius Maximus and tracking, and I just see he died, and I'm like, oh dang. So I see this guy here, and so we're fighting here, and he's no other kit than Kangaroo, cause you know, OP kits. So I shoot my arrow at him, and I miss there, and that one just kind of bounced off. I laughed at that. And I got a stone sword there from my friend Julius, and I'm just trying to archer him as he runs away, but I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I lagged, but I missed. So he jumps up into the tree, and I try to get in my tree to like shoot at him while Kangaroo's over, but he keeps knocking me off with Kangaroo. I'm getting a little frustrated, so he was comboing me there, but then I fought back. That bounces off too. So he jumps over into that tree. I shoot him with an arrow that time. I know that the archer arrows do like 4.5 hearts or more. I'm not really sure. I think it's somewhere in that range. It does a lot of damage. So I almost died there. Jumped off the tree. Refilled like 2 soup. My inventory was really scattered. Get an apple. Eat the apple. Get rid of those empty bowls in my hotbar. And just get a full hotbar of stew and hope that he doesn't have that much more. And so, I'm just heading over. I think he's up in this tree to try to take him out, but he's not. So, I head over to this tree. I see my arrow. I'll snatch that up, see if I can use it later on. Hit him there. That did some hearts, I hope. And right here, I'm just barely able to craft, like, 1 more hotbar of stew. And he jumps down, and so we're fighting, and I only used 1 soup there, but I took him out, and he had tons of bulls, which made me happy. And so, yep, we're just moving on through this game, and head down, look for some caves and stuff, and just look for caves. Found a ravine here. I was pretty happy. Get a crafting table, set it down, make a stone pick, mine some cobblestone, to make some furnaces. And here I'm archer, so I'm like, why not get some flint? Maybe if I find some chickens, get some feathers, make more arrows. But I also might need a flint and steel for later on to take out teams, because teams are what my biggest concern is, teams at this point. So, and now that I'm just now starting to mine iron when teams are doing it at the same time, you always want to mine iron before teams have it, so that way you can take them out easier. But I figure I'm just trying to level the playing field against teams, get iron, get some more iron up here. There's a lot of iron in here. I didn't really need to go that far to get tons of it. I just get some more cobblestone on my way down for some furnaces. And I start digging into this wall to make a little room for furnaces. So I decided to turn over here, make it a little bit harder for people to find me if they come in. And I found like this big area of iron. I was lucky. Get my crafting table. Have to tower up to get it. And then I kind of had like a neat arrangement. I had the crafting table blocking off the entrance, and I just placed all my furnaces and put the coal in. Put 9 iron in each furnace because I had 27. I didn't have enough coal, so I used 2 sticks for the bottom furnace, because 1 stick does half of a smelt. It smelts half of an item, I guess. And I'm just collecting iron, craft a chest plate, keep getting iron, XP, pants here. Just getting that XP and iron, and I'm just really hoping that I don't encounter like tons of people teamed up. Then I get a helmet, and I have just enough iron left over to get flint and steel. And I was happy because I would be able to take on teams with my flint and steel, because fire is very helpful against teams. And so I tower out here. I'm just getting more mushrooms, looking to get ready for feast, and I'm just running towards the spawn area to getting mushrooms at the same time, and I get out my compass to track some people, make the game a little bit more interesting since I've only got 1 kill so far. And so I'm heading over to Drug Zombie, and I also this guy to fight that kangaroo army because it's really OP, and everyone goes kangaroo, and it's just kind of OP because no one can get you. And so there, I'm just gonna try to harass this team with my bow that are underground mining. And so that they light that block on fire and they go and hide. So yeah, I just kind of sit here for a little bit, thinking of what to do, and he pokes out there, so I'm like swing at him, but I can't reach him. So I'm waiting for him to come out this time with my bow right in front of his face, so that way if he comes out I can just hit him right in the face. And then I decide to dig this block, and I start shooting at them, and they block it off. So I decide I'm not really sure what to do, because I'm trying to single these guys out or lower their health and soup a lot, and so I'm hitting him there, and then the guy jumps up and crits me for 1.5 hearts. So I'm like, I am out of there. If he keeps doing that, I'm gonna just die. These crits do so many hearts now with the buff. They got buffed in 1.6, but MCPP decided to add them back in Hunger Games before, because crits weren't as powerful before in Hunger Games. So I'm kind of putting fire at the entrance of the hole, trying to catch him on fire. And I was so glad right here I singled him out, and then I just see in my chat, I got hooked by a grappler, and I'm like, oh god, here comes the 2v1. So I run, place some fire behind me to go and refill. I catch them both on fire, and I only get 2 extra soup, because I was really panicking. Freaking out. I get monked somehow, or I don't know. I guess I put my sword back in my inventory. So there I refill my flint, because it's really useful to have flint. I just placed more fire, tried to annoy them. And the kangaroo didn't really know how to kangaroo properly, so I guess that's a plus, massive plus. I'm able to run away because grappler, the cooldown. And so just here I'm fighting this guy, and boom, I take him out. I was like, what? How did he die? He had so many mushrooms. How does that happen? And I'm like, oh no, I dropped my flint and steel. And that's really the only thing that's been keeping me alive, is that I had flint and steel, and I was able to fire spam them to run away. And so this kangaroo, just honestly, I'm looking back, he has no idea what he's doing with kangaroo. And so I just go back, I just keep running, because I really don't want to have to fight this guy when so unprepared. And so here I'm about to just start organizing my inventory, get rid of some stuff, recraft some soup, get that in my inventory, put my flint and steel up in my top slot, pick up a sword, get rid of that, try to pick up the soup, fail a little bit, drop the soup on accident, and I pick it up right there. So I'm gonna go back into the action with my bow ready. And I see that the kangaroos died by this team of 2, so that's kind of making me nervous. They have diamond swords and armor. I don't know why I singled out this guy. He just seemed to not be as good at PvP as his friend. So I'm hitting him in the butt, and I get boosted forward a little bit. And so I'm just chasing him right now, trying to get my flint and steel. I get my flint and steel out, and I'm able to put down fire, but not catch them on fire. So right here I'm able to catch them one on fire, the guy who had the golden boots. And so I'm just coming in, trying to hit him. And they place fire, so I place more fire in response to their fire placing. And then they knocked me into a cave here with no soup in my hotbar, and I was just freaking out, like, oh god, this is it. and so I felt like I was done right now because they got me down to like 3 hearts there. So this is it. I don't have any soup in my hotbar really, and I try to get blocks to get out, but right here he starts critting me because he's there. Oh, that guy was the Thor. He just starts critting me there. I didn't even know that was a separate guy until now. And so I'm running over here. I'm like, how am I safe? They should be coming after me, and I just failed completely at crafting here. Get some soup, and at the last second, I get attacked right as I finish crafting. This guy's got a diamond sword, and he's a Thor, and Thor's right there. And so I'm in this corner, and I'm like, no, 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 my gameplay's ruined. And so there I get my soup in my hotbar, and I'm trying to refill, and I'm like, yes, I lived. And then I'm like, wait, I know what this is. And this is where I get quite upset because the server crashed and I lost